What is going on, my beautiful dolls and divas? What's poppin'? It's the queen of hair illusions, your doll, Taneasha Hines. We are going to transform this topper. It has had its wear and tear, and it's time to evolve. How y'all doing? Do y'all like the music? Your doll has been working, okay? We getting there, all right? Thank you. Special shout out to all of my new subscribers, my dolls who come through every week. This video, I try not to make it too long. So let me know in the comments how you feel about it. You know, I'm learning how to edit and all that good jazz. So I did put some of this video and fast forward, time lapse, so it wouldn't be freaking 40 minutes. But anyway, the reason why, like Taneasha, why she doesn't use, a new one. First of all, boop, boop, we're doing this for my doll that is going to get a hybrid installation. She's getting K-tips and a cranial topper. And if you're new to the hair loss world, they only have kinky, wavy, curly. That's a progress. That's something good. But what about the girls who got Tracy Ross Ellis her hair? What about the dolls who got the in-between? So they don't really have extensions that I need for that. So we're going to go ahead and revamp it. And the base is still good intact. So we just cut off all the hair, took off the extra wefts that I sewed in for highlights and dimension. A lot of times you can't get platinum unless you ruin the whole unit, okay? We're shampooing that base. We're keeping the combs. I might switch out to black, but it's neither here or there. She's been wearing the topper and wearing her hair cornrowed up for some time. Came out of wearing a full sew-in. I did my best by trying to add in showing you what I use, and I'm just going to leave it in the description below. So you can get this lace from the beauty supply store. I'm trying to make it a little bit more friendly for my dolls who do not have access to the distributors or factories that I do. Do I like that? Okay. Now, the beauty supply store has come a long way with the daggone lace, baby. Now, what you see me spraying with was with the hair diagram lace tint. So I went ahead and just tested just to see, because we're going to have to tint this lace to make sure that it matches with my client. And we're going to use a 5x5 closure to replace the hair that we just shaved off. Okay. Now we're going to use my hairline snatch, the Cambodian curly. So that's another reason why I wanted to go ahead and use this base and recreate this topper. Well, Taneasha, you could have just used the 5x5 closure. But boop. K-tip's gonna last what? 4 to 6 months, depending on how fast your hair grow and how maintenance you want to be. Some people leave this in longer. I do not suggest. But we're going to test that theory. I'm wearing them myself. I'm trying to see if I can wear them longer than 6 months. We will see. Back to the matter at hand. And all we're doing is doing micro stitch around, trying to make sure the stitches are as small as possible. And eventually I'm going to get tired of sewing in with 2 strings, and I'm going to switch to my 1, okay? So therefore, if you see me snip something, it's going to get there. But I did 2 because everybody sewed with 2 for the most part. But if you put on those clips on a regular 5x5, that is not a sturdy foundation. She wants to get a long wear out of it. It's also not going to give me the versatility that I will show you at the end of the video. So she can wear it left, right, backward, forward, or whatever. I also wanted to keep the polyurethane, that is that little shiny band when I flip it inside out, that you will see, and that also keeps the bacteria in its proper place. So not all wigs or all hair units are created equal. When you have hair loss, that area of concern is exposed. Hair normally absorbs odor, okay? So when we quick weaving, or we're just putting things in ponytails and not using things in a proper manner, it might look good, but it's good for only short periods of time. If you're doing for 3-4 weeks, okay, you might be all right. But my dolls that are normally in this stage, especially if they're having genetic hair loss, are having private summers, they're sweating, and they man do not want to be smelling hummus, okay? Humming. We don't want to do that, okay? So I wanted to keep that polyurethane. If in a more advanced video, maybe I will go ahead and share a little bit of that tea. If y'all are interested, you can buy polyurethane. And that is another material that is normally when you're using a cranial prosthesis instead of lace. So lace is the baby step, okay? Now I'm spraying this again just to go ahead and have my tint. We're going to go ahead and take away these T-pins. Them T-pins was killing me. But yeah, I'm a little advanced, so I'm trying my best to make it so that everybody can do it. We all have closures and have access to it. You can go ahead on Amazon and order you a cheap snap-in cranial prosthesis or topper. And you can go ahead and do the same thing that I'm doing in case you don't have access to a vendor. So I'm doing my best to get off my bougie side and come back down to planet Earth because everybody don't have the same access. And see that there it goes. Look at the little pie. Look like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, so right now what we're going to do, I'll put these T-pins down. We already colored her. And we already bleached and toned the knots. And I am going to get rid of this band, okay? So it's very important to get rid of this little band that's here. Remember, I want the versatility. We don't want to really cut the hair. So I am going to leave that little tip there just because this is my first time reconstructing with a base in this manner, okay? Normally, I just use a whole new structure as far as a foundation, but there was nothing wrong with that, and why not repurpose it? She has like 5 or 6 different toppers, so why make it more harder? Was this hard? I don't think so. It kind of made it easy for the measurements. I am not going to cut away the excess lace that's left after I adhere this topper to the foundation. And we're not going to do that until I put that on the model, and I will be doing this extension installation actually this upcoming Saturday. So after you know how I do this, I want to just go ahead and show you a little bit of magic, you know. Make sure you get all of those pieces, and what I'm doing now is just checking. I am anal when it comes to checking. I don't assume because I've been doing something for a long period of time, because you mess up and then it's more work. Take your time, use your guides, and keep it moving, okay? Now, I remember on my journey when I was doing toppers and creating from the base, a lot of times I always had to make them because they don't come for textures for black women. That's just what I'm saying. Everybody don't want waves and tight curls. Everybody don't want kinky. What about the dolls who want the in-between? So I had to come and be more creative. So this is how I started the journey of creating my own toppers. Now I'm just cutting away, just making it more clean and flush. Even though you're not going to see it, it's just who I am. And I'm just going through and, yeah, just tinting that a little bit more better. Now I'm parting away. You see I'm double checking again. And we're going to go ahead and start sewing. And we're going to go in and out. We're doing an invisible stitch right here. If you are interested in me showing certain other things, it's like Taneasha, what kind of stitching is whip, invisible, and all that, I can do my best and add it on my roster to show you a little bit more better, closer. Your doll has attended some Mac iPhone classes. I did not know they was free. Shout out, Perimeter Mall. I was in all the classes. Your girl is learning how to use iMovie. And I'm going to get another freaking camera. This is how much I'm dedicated to the YouTube University. I just found out by blowing up my daggone images is why it looks like that. And I be trying to make it brighter. I learned about pixels and all kind of stuff. Like, Taneasha, I don't care about none of that. I'm looking at the video. But anyway, it's coming. So thank you for all my subscribers and all my people who's been with the journey. There's no point in being perfect when, you know, being authentic is where it's at. Okay, I do hair. I do hair. I became a videographer, a photographer, a voiceover person. What else the people that read the daggone screen? Teleprompter. A teleprompters. I became it all. And I'm doing my best to keep my hands out the way. Because I'm so used to doing hair by myself. Now I got an audience. And y'all watching me every week. I am make sure that I'm, matching the other girls out here. So bear with me. Okay? I love the comments. Keep it going. Keep it coming. Okay? So yeah, that's what we doing. Now I'm just going through. We did left and right. The same way when you do a closure. The same way. Left and right. You mess around and go all around in a circle and you going to have bunching. I'm also holding that middle. And you see that little piece in like that. What's that you right there? That's what I'm talking about as far as the material. It's breathable. Okay? Now you see that little exterior piece that like I could put a clip right there. Once I put it on my model and size, that's when you do a little bit of customizing. Just like if you was to do a cranial prosthesis or a hair replacement, you normally order it in a 10 by 10, 8 by 8, whatever dimension in stock. And then you put it on and then you customize. The worst thing can happen is you make it too small and it don't fit. Right now, I'm going through with the clear thread. I am not a big fan of the clear thread. I only use it when I need to. So thank you so much for watching. I'm not a fan of the clear thread because it's very, very hard to use. It's like a plastic material, okay? So it's very, very tricky. It's a little advanced. If you are not able to create stitches, or micro mini stitches, that you can't really see it, then this is your best friend. Especially when I don't want no black thread to be showing and it's transparent. I wetted her down. She's normally going to wear it to the left or the right. Whatever side that is, okay? But she's able to give real scalp realness. Okay? I put the little styrofoam on it. Doing my best so you can see. Get my hands out the way. We're going to brush it again. I had fun playing with this. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's application. Okay? We're going to make a left, right, up, down.